Tube, it's Louise, the big head bookworm. Lovely to see you. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a good day wherever it is you are and whatever it is you're doing. Hello, hello. Welcome back to my little corner of the internet. How the dickens are you? Are you doing well? I actually thought I hadn't been very big haired recently, and then I looked in the mirror and I was like, wowza. Wow, is what I thought to myself. Yes, I'm definitely living up to my channel name today. It's Big Hair Day. Yes, I washed it. And when I wash it, it goes big. We'll just have to embrace that. How are you? I'm actually recording this on a Tuesday. This isn't going to be a Wednesday Reads. Well, it is going to be a Wednesday Reads. It's actually going to go up tomorrow. But I'm recording this on Tuesday afternoon so that I've got a video up for you tomorrow. Because when you're watching this, the husband and I will be super busy decorating the room upstairs. Yes, tomorrow, my boy, the lad, goes on school trip to Paris, the capital of France. He is going on a very long coach journey. All 14 and 15-year-olds on a long coach journey to France, where they're going to stay in a chateau. Looks rather like a big hotel, but no, they're saying it's a chateau. And they're going to have 3 days, 2 nights of culture and Frenchness, and the staff have been instructed not to speak English to them. They're there to speak French. You know, it's a cultural and language experience. Oh, it's going to be fabulous for him. It sounds, I mean, the actual trip itself, if I wasn't having to do it with 14 and 15-year-olds, I'd go on it myself. Sounds cracking. They're not going into the Louvre. They're going to stand outside it. They're not going up the Eiffel Tower. They're going to stand and look at it. There's a lot of, ooh, there's exciting things in there. Let's go over here. Oh, look, there's the Eiffel Tower. Let's go over here. But they are going to go on a canal boaty thing down the Seine, so they get to see Paris from the river. Oh my God, it's going to be fabulous for them. And he's going with one of his kind of bestest chums from school that since he's started there. They've been really good friends, and yeah, we've decided to take the opportunity to actually decorate his room, which he's not let us do until now. We were going to do it as a surprise, and then we realised we had no idea we kind of knew that he wanted to have input on the colours. We didn't quite realise how much. And the colours he's chosen are not what we would have ever picked. What can I say? 3 different colours, 4 walls, 3 different colours, and they're bold. It's gonna be. I was saying to the husband earlier, I don't know whether I'm going to go, gosh, or whether I'm going to go, wow, that's creative. I suspect I'm going to go, gosh, but it's his room. These are the colours that he wants it. We've had an extensive period of negotiation and thought and tester pots to see what colour should go where, and is it this shade or is it that shade? And sometimes he's really decisive and goes, no, I don't like that. And you just think, why have I just spent £5 on something you could have told me in the shop you don't like? But no. But it is different when it's on your wall. It is different when it's on your wall. So yes, we've got that. Oh, so yes, that's tomorrow. So when you're watching this, the husband and I are wiping down walls and then painting ceilings, and it's going to be exciting. Yes. So I need to kind of think what we're going to listen to, because normally I decorate on my own, because I really like decorating. So normally I decorate on my own. So normally I have an audiobook. I have an audiobook on the go. Sometimes at podcasts, but I quite like the epicness of a story just to get me into it, because it's going to take me like 2 days to do a room. Then I like something that's going to last me that kind of 2 days. So I don't know whether we're just going to go for the radio, because then we've got songs that we can kind of bop along to, or whether the husband will allow me to have a radio, to have an audio book on. I suspect it could be good to have the radio and a bit of music. Yeah, that's exciting, isn't it? So that's what we're doing tomorrow. I'm not focusing on the fact that my boy is going to be in a different country than me. Not focusing on that. We're not thinking about that. Don't you start thinking about that, because that's not what we're thinking about. Okay? Neither of us are thinking about the fact that my son is going to be in a different country than me. No, that is not what we're thinking of. So I will not be dropping him off in the morning. No, I can't do that. That's not me. I am there to pick him up. So other mothers and fathers stand and chat. And I'm like that. Just waiting for the coach. And then I have to stand so he can see me the second he walks off, the coach. But of course I can't actually like go like I did when he was little. I have to go and stand but I'm like that. Waiting for him. And then of course I can't hug him. That would be wrong. But I can kind of touch his side and then get in the car and go, oh, did you have a nice time? Did you have a good time? So I can't wait. He's going to have an amazing time. He's going to be in another country from me, but we're not focusing on that. Not focusing on that. Okay, right. So, have I done much reading this week? No, but there have been a reason. Still reading the Atlas 6. It's not... I'm further on. I'm like, I've got 300 pages to go. I should be loving it more than I am. I think the premise of it I quite like. The only thing I would say that at the moment is that I'm finding virtually all of the characters unsufferable. That's not a good thing. They're all a bit annoying. They're not supposed to be. I think we're supposed to be intrigued by them. I don't think they're written to be lovable or for us to kind of... It's written in different perspectives as well. It's not my favourite type of book, that. Because I read so quickly, I never feel like I get fully invested in one character if it's written from, multiple perspectives. Dual perspective is probably the most I can cope with. So the fact that this is written from 6 different perspectives, I find less enthralling, and they're all a bit of pain. they're all a bit insufferable, but never mind. I'm reading it. I'm going to finish it. I will finish it. I'll finish it this week, because although I'm going to be decorating, there will be downtime and I'm not going to be at work, so I will have some headspace so I can read. A book has came in from the mother-in-law. My wonderful mother-in-law's love language is books. She's not perfect in any way. She is just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful lady, and she always is kind of like, would you like this book? She gives books to her daughters as well, but she often thinks, I think because she knows how bookish I am, I mean, what could possibly have given her that opinion, that idea? What gave me away? And so if she reads a book that she thinks that I'll like, I quite often get it first. And she said that I might like it, but she also said that the husband might like it as well. It's called Peter May, A Winter Grave. I suspect it must be a recent one, because she's a lass for a hardback. I did read The Firemaker, the China novels. I read The Firemaker, I think, and I enjoyed that. So yes, this is his brand new hardback, because it's copyright 2023. And as we're only just finishing the second month of 2023, it is his latest hardback. What is it about, I hear you cry? A young meteorologist checking out in top mountaintop weather station discovers the body of a man entombed in ice. The dead man is investigative reporter George Younger, missing for 3 months after vanishing during what he claimed was a hill-walking holiday. Was it? I don't think so. It's set in the year 2051, when warnings of a climate catastrophe have been ignored. A winter grave is May at his page-turning, passionate and provocative best. It sounds like it's a kind of a storm spy mystery, which does actually sound quite good. Glasgow. Yeah, it's a Highland set in Scotland. So, yeah. I think that sounds good. That's going to be my next book, I think. Yeah, I'll read that next. And then the husband can read it. I feel like I'll read that next. But what have I been distracted about? I've been distracted with 2 things. One is the trial that we're all, oh my, I'm going to have to mention it. If you're not interested in true crime and you're not interested in the Alec Murdaugh trial, we'll have to have other points of interest to share. But oh my word. Alec Murdaugh, no spoilers, Alec Murdaugh took the stand. What? But what? Did you watch it? I've watched bits of it. I haven't watched the whole of the prosecution, the cross-examination yet. I will be. I am gonna find it, and I'm gonna watch it. I've watched bits of it already. I have listened to podcasts about it. If you're into podcasts about it, the Prosecutors do a live reaction to the Alex Murdaugh taking the stand, and they are doing a breakdown of the case. They've just released their 2nd episode of the breakdown of the case today, but they released a live reaction to him taking the stand, and it is brutal. I mean, it was just, oh my. I was listening to it in the car and I was like, what? Because of what they say. And some of it I have heard and watched clips of it, and I completely agree with them. And I was, oh my gosh. It is such an amazing... Oh, and people's reactions, people are getting quite heated about it. And I actually, if you listen to it, the Prosecutors, I agree with Brett. I'm not going to say what he says, in case you want to listen to it, but... What? Oh no, it's completely like... And can you tell I've not spoken to anybody about this since I've listened to it? The husband, God, love him, sat and watched, was it an hour and a half of the trial stuff. He had no idea what was happening. He was like, what? And I'm like, and this, and then that, and this happened, and then that happened, and this happened, and he's like, what? And then driving, and oh, yeah. There will be people watching this that feel the same, but yeah. I haven't said it to the husband about it, but oh my gosh. So I'm just downloading to you. I'm going to watch this back and go, less coffee. I've only had 1 coffee today, which makes you wonder, what am I like on 2 coffees? So I've been watching a lot of that, and catching up with it after work, watching it on my lunch break, catching up with it after work, and like sitting in the bath like that, with the phone goes on the other side, and I just like that. Yeah. Amazing. So I've been doing that. And then in a complete different thing, and it's something that you'll be surprised, you'll be like, wow, I'd never think that you're going to talk about that. It's actually connected with Agatha Christie. Yeah, complete surprise, because I never mention Agatha Christie in every video. So wearing her Agatha Christie badge, and her Agatha Christie bingo, and her Agatha Christie undergarments. Agatha Christie undergarments. What would they be? What would they be like? Agatha Christie undergarments. Well, colour me intrigued. I don't think they'd be very come-hither garments, would they? No. They'd be more kind of Victorian and repressed. So no, mysterious undergarments. No, let's just leave the undergarment chat for another video. Yes, it's an Agatha Christie thing. So I wanted to tell you about this last week and I forgot. BBC Sounds. Do you listen to BBC Sounds, which is the app where you can get all the kind of podcasts, and you can listen to the live radio, and you can get programmes, repeats from programmes, the BBC radio programmes, and they have a whole catalogue of back shows that they release, and they're not all available all the time. So they've got this massive library, radio library, and podcasts and etc. But they do the dramatisations of Agatha Christie, and there are two types. There's the Miss Marples, which are June Whitfield stars as Miss Marple, and then there's the Poirots, Agatha Christie Poirots that they do, and they're mainly John Moffat is Hercule Poirot, and he is my favourite voice actor for Hercule Poirot. I've listened to quite a lot. You won't be surprised to hear. But John Moffat really captures something about Poirot when you listen to it in these dramatisations. Oh, I just love it. I mean, does that make me sound like a crazy cool hip thing? No, it does make me sound like a nana in training. But oh my gosh, it is just in times of stress, or you want a bit of calm, or you want to just take a step back from the Alex Murdaugh trial, and you need something a bit more calming in your life, then dramatisation of Agatha Christie or any of these kind of wonderful, mystery books, I love. So at the moment on BBC Sounds, you can get The Mystery of the Blue Train by Agatha Christie, which is an Hercule Poirot. It's not John Moffat. It is Maurice Denman playing Hercule Poirot. However, it's lovely. I think it's 5 parts and all 5 parts are available. In fact, I'm sure it is. So it's either 5 or 6 parts and all 5 all are available. So you can search on the BBC Sounds app if you can get it in your country, or maybe on the internet. Should you listen on your laptop or smart radio? I don't know, smart speaker could be. If you ask for Agatha Christie Poirot, The Mystery of the Blue Train, it's all there. It'll be about 2.5 hours. Lovely. And actually, I don't think it's a bad one to start with. It's not a bad one to start with. It's not overly Poirot, and it's not the best, but it's a decent one. However, I then got recommended through Apple Podcasts Nostalgic Mystery Radio, and it's a podcast. There we are, you can see Nostalgic Mystery Radio. I will leave this in the description below. Everything I talk about I will leave below, so that you don't have to be paying attention now. You can be sat back with a large gin and tonic, or maybe even chamomile tea. And Nostalgic Mystery Radio. I got recommended this on it, and I was like, oh, because it was an Agatha Christie. It was Dumb Witness. Dumb Witness is the first Agatha Christie I ever read. I was a precocious 10-year-old. Loved. Just thought it was brilliant. So I listened to it, and it's the John Moffat Hercule Poirot. So I was like, that's brilliant. So this is wherever you get podcasts, Nostalgic Mystery Radio. Nostalgic Mystery Radio. You can just search it up and it's right there. Advert free, as far as I can see. And so I have downloaded, because it's got more than one, I have got Agatha, Death in the Clouds, the Sittaford mystery, which is the one that I'm listening to now. They're all half an hour long, but they've got all the episodes, so they tend to be 4, 5 or 6 episodes long, and they've just put them all together. I've also got So I've listened to Dumb Witness. I've downloaded Death in the Clouds. I've downloaded, which I'm listening to, the Sittaford mystery, and I've also gone for PD James, Devices and Desires, which is a 6-part. Sorry, you went dark there. 6-part Adam Dalgleish mystery. I know. Where are I actually do have a lot of PD James. There it is up there. Have I got Devices and Desires? What did I say it was? Come back. Devices and Desires. Is that a hardback? Have I got it? Have I got it as a hardback or as a paperback? What can I see up there? Taste for Death, The Black Tower. No. I think I may have had it as a hardback somewhere. Bear with. No, I don't know whether I've still got it or whether I've hidden it. Sometimes I do that. And I did actually get rid of quite a lot of hardbacks. Yeah, I don't know where it's gone. So I've either got rid of it or it was a paperback. I've kept a lot of my PD James paperbacks. But I did get rid of some of the hardbacks. But yeah, there we go. So I've got that. So that's there for you. Free of charge. Nostalgic Mystery Radio. And I'm going to go for a PD James as well, which isn't an Agatha. That is true. But, I'm not a one-trick pony. I'm a two-trick pony. I like more than one thing I do. I like 2 things. So yeah, there we go. There we go, friends. Again, not a lot of reading, but I come with a gift. I come with podcasts and stuff to listen to. Yeah, there we go. So, no laundry. Bright but cold. Alan, the person who watches this, who is called Alan, rather than our dehumidifier. I didn't realise that the husband had called it after you, Alan, but I asked him about it and he didn't deny it. So, you're welcome. I quite like the fact that other people have got dehumidifiers, but you haven't named it yet. You're missing a trick. You're missing a trick. So you can walk in the kitchen and go, "Hi, Alan." It amuses me every time. Yeah. I think that's it. I think we've caught up on this Tuesday, although for you it will be Wednesday. Yeah, so I hope you're well. I hope you're having a good day. Thank you everybody that A, gets to this point, and B, has subscribed or liked or watched any of my videos. You are indeed marvellous. And yeah, this has been great, BookTube. Let's do it again. Bye.